field will have a challenge forthcoming.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
The throw here going to be complete to Gordon. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Faking the handoff. Howell. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Jalen Carter. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this first quarter of play. Through 1 quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
A 44-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in this second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a first down. Swift going to try up the middle. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
And he is across midfield from one 49 to the other 49, a gain of just 2. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Being chased out left. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Now that's a quarterback who's in charge out there right now. Wants to throw the ball on 3rd down, doesn't find anyone open, tucks it away, takes off, and picks up the first down. Not by a little, but by plenty.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. 2nd down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing is Hurts. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to...
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Grant Calcaterra, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
Just drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 21-10 game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away.
And no return here from Westbrook. This will be a touchback. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense.
Right now, they're in some uncharted waters, Charles. They haven't been facing deficits like this season. We're going to see what they're made of.
And I think the easy thing right now is for us to discuss how the home crowd can help them, carry them along. Bottom line, though, they've got to make plays to get the crowd back into it, to help them with the rest of their game. That means best players got to make those big-time plays right now. They need them in a big way.
They fought so hard to be here at home for the conference championship game. See if they can propel themselves to the Super Bowl.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd
Powell.
and 6.
And Gordon's got it. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line.
They'll go play action. Howell.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
At the Eagles' 35-yard line.
They run the counter with Cook. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. But he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Powell, he'll look to throw it.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
I absolutely love that play call there. They just came off of a big play. They've got momentum in their direction, and they come back and take the shot at the end zone. Just unable to complete it by Love here.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Josh Gordon. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Wizards are back within a score.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And it's now 21-17.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches.
Here's Hurts to throw. Quick slant to Brown. And A.J. going to pick up an Eagles first down as he'll get this up to midfield.
A gain of 7 and an Eagle first down.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for A.J. Brown again, and he's got it again. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, Eagles.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
They'll find Swift out in the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And this brings up a 3rd and goal. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught. Touchdown, Eagles. A.J. Brown, an 11-yard touchdown, as his guys are able to extend their lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense, but when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's capped off by an A.J. Brown touchdown. Taken at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Here's Josh Gordon as he heads back out there now, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defenses, getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, heck of a move.
Man.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 51 yards rushing for him now. A strong performance here in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now Howell. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and
2 minutes remain in the first half of this NFC Championship. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. He finds his man complete. That's Watkins. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
no gain on the play.
Howell out of the shotgun.
3rd and 4.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he has another first down as they get the ball down to the Eagles' 39.
Gain of 15 yards.
Howell from the gun. slings this deep from McLaurin. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Throwing here, Howell. That was short one to Gesicki. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. They'll run for it. Cook. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. Howell now to throw it. And Cook has it, left side. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Wizards get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. Extra point by Seibert, up and good, and that makes it a 28-24 game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Eagles offense and A.J. Brown headed back out there. Defensively, they didn't have an answer last drive. They're going to have to do something here. 5 catches alone on the previous series, a touchdown too.
And you and I both know that defensive coordinators tell us all the time, we don't wait for halftime for adjustments, things of that nature, right? We adjust series to series. Well, I think sometimes you need to adjust play to play, because that last series, he absolutely shredded them. I've got to send more people his way and make someone else beat me on the next drive if I'm the defense.
Got to do something. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Hurts. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete. Here's Presley Harvin now. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
All right, Brandon, thanks. As always, one half remains in the battle to see who will take home that George Halas Trophy and represent the NFC in the...
Yeah, who has time for a halftime show with a trip to the Super Bowl on the line? Let's get back to it. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. This fielded right at the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Eagles ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
Hurts throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. And 22 more yards there and another first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. But it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. Got a man, it's Brown. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 21 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift from 17 yards out. And the Eagles take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield in the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their play sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
An extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Wizards 24.
Sheds off the tackle. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. Now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Cook, they'll try and run it. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead down to a single point. I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
And sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were in the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. On second down, Swift. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. A tough spot here, 3rd and 15. Throwing is Hurts. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46.
Here's Howell.
Throw left side complete. That's Cook. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
From just shy of midfield, here's 2nd down and 7.
At their 49-yard line.
Cook up the gut. And across the midfield, stripe into Eagle territory.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They go play action with Howell.
Hard throw, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Eagles set and ready for their next offensive drive.
And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
At the 22-yard line.
Hurts.
And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith.
And Devontae going to pick up the Eagles' 1st down as the tackle made right at the 30-yard line.
An 8-yard pickup. And an Eagle 1st down.
They'll set up to throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Hey, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line.
So here's Louisville set to take over on offense.
At their own 29-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down. Here's Howell.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 34-yard line.
Back to throw. Howell.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
He was covered by Kevin Byard.
Out of the gun, it's Howell. He's got his target. That's complete.
And take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 8th catch for him now. He's been a big factor. And it's a 1st down.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Running on 1st down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3, 2nd down.
22-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's going to take this close to the 1st down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 36.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Howell, he'll look to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle, it's Cook.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 32-yard line.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
That is Cook. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
This is 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Powell. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Little bootleg here. Howell.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Here's Howell to throw on 2nd down.
That is caught at the 7-yard line.
Now whistles and a stoppage here. Looks like one of the Eagles is in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. 3rd and goal here. A big play brewing in this NFC title game. And Howell will throw it.
And it's caught. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
Fourth down, Howell.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had the play call on 4th and goal, but it's dropped in the end zone. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. And you wonder, Charles, could that decision come back to haunt them later?
And it really could, because in this situation, you kick the field goal in a tight game like this, that's a good play.
Yeah.
But maybe what he's saying to himself is, I'm just not a big proponent.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations? In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here.
And here comes Westbrook. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
On 2nd down, Cook.
And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get him off the field with a 3 and out.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away.
It'll be a net of 40 yards there following a 43-yard punt, 3-yard return, and it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10. And Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. We've seen him escape similar situations earlier in the game and get away from pretty good yardage, and that time they get him down.
Yeah, they've had enough evidence that he can get away and run for good yardage, haven't they? That time it felt like, okay, enough of this. Let's play it the right way and get him on the ground before he does any damage.
That one covers 29 yards, 1st down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They will run straight ahead with Swift and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Now they'll fake it there on the jet sweep, but instead, here's Swift.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46.
47 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
They'll get that one out quickly to Brown.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Hurts to throw. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
From the gun, it's Hurts. That one complete down the field to Smith. And he's going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl.
You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Back now here on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
He finds his man, complete. It's Wheeler.
And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Jalen Hurts,
a 6-yard touchdown run.
and the Eagles will add to their 4th quarter lead.
Defensively by now, you know his ability. You know he has it in him to take off and run.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this game, but we've already seen examples in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting him.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. With it on the return now, here's Westbrook.
And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here's Louisville set to take over on offense.
And what a pressure spot for both sides, really. But they're at home now. They have the football here in the playoffs, sort of controlling their own destiny.
It's a spot they've all dreamed of. This is where you want to be. Home, have the ball, a chance to win the game, control your own destiny, as you noted. But here's the thing. Don't let the crowd get too involved if you're this team now. You've got to make sure you let them carry you, but not cause you to do things out of what you're supposed to do, right? Take you away from focusing and concentrating on the game.
Because sometimes you get so amped from the crowd that can carry you into spots you don't want to be. Is that what you're saying?
From experience, sometimes that crowd gets so involved in it and you get involved with them that you end up making plays or trying to do things that maybe you shouldn't have done.
Now he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down.
And that's a much-needed first down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a fourth down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Second down, Howell back to pass. Quick look on the slant, it's Gordon. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. This is Cook. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Howell. And he slings one that's incomplete.
He could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Throwing here, Howell. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nice third down conversion at even 20 yards. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So that challenge not successful there, and that's going to cost him the first of his timeouts. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Second down and 6 now.
2nd and 6.
Here's Howell. And it's caught. Touchdown. Josh Gordon with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Wizards have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th. So part 1 of what they needed is done. They get in the end zone. Now you have to imagine we'll see a try for 2.
And that's what the book says, but defensively, they can't hang their head right here. They still got a chance to come out with the lead if they make a play.
Howell throwing for it. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This taken in right around the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And one of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So how about this for a turn of events? They cut the lead with a touchdown, and then on the ensuing kickoff, get the football right back.
And what a swing in a short amount of time because the momentum was totally against them. Now it's all in their favor. They've got a chance to go into the lead if they get the ball to the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 2. Handoff comes to Cook, and he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Now sliding down, and he picks up the first on that play.
Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Howell down to throw it.
And it's caught. Touchdown. Josh Gordon saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Wizards have taken the lead here now in the 4th quarter of this championship game. Plenty of scoring here of late, and our lead changes hands now in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, they just gave up a touchdown at the other end, so they knew that with time getting short, they had to put something together here, and they were able to do so and retake the lead right back.
Here's Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 5. Just a 4-play drive that time. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll start on the ground with Swift.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Hurts.
He finds his man complete. It's Wheeler.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd down and 12.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all, because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I love the drive they're working on here, because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, So good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. And maybe the wrong read there as he's going to go down immediately. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's toppled the century mark already, receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back to the backfield. I think his yardage running the ball will increase as this one goes on.
Well, they might need to devote some extra attention to him, something just to stop the momentum he has.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding, keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Howell. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Here's Tressway now as he's on here to punt it away. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession, gigantic. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection, and now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover.
So here's Louisville set to take over on offense. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on there. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for the touchdown. Dalvin Cook, 54 yards. And the Wizards use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
Seibert on for the PAT.
And that makes it a 9-point game. So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 9. 2 minutes, 17 seconds to go. And they're in danger of a third straight loss as they come up on 1st and 10. And that's out to the flat for Swift. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. And that's complete to Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 23 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may do it for this NFC title game. So with that, we can just about close the book on this one, Charles.
Yeah, what's the old expression about slim and none? Well, Slim just left town on that
They're
one.
down to none?
Yes, exactly right.
So here's Louisville set to take over on offense.
And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory, moving on to the Super Bowl.
I only hope that these players understand exactly who is behind that trophy. George S. Halas, one of the creators of this great game of football of ours and creator of the NFL. What an amazing feeling and an amazing accomplishment.